If one girl cancels on you and your whole week feels ruined, this video is for you. Just recently, I had a date planned with an American girl for a Friday night. Now, leading up to the date, we've been texting for a few days, and then she stopped responding. She didn't cancel, she didn't say she could make it, she just went silent. Now, if you don't have options, this is where your Friday night collapses. You've mentally committed, you've planned your week around it, and now you're sitting there waiting, refreshing your phone, and getting emotionally frustrated. But because I had options, this situation felt completely different. 2 days earlier, I had gone out and met another girl, a French girl, as she was coming home from work, whom I actually liked more than the American girl. So when the Friday night came and the American girl still hadn't replied, I texted the French girl and said, "Hey, do you want to grab a drink tonight?" And she said, "Yeah, let's do it." And I ended up having an amazing date. She was sweet, present, engaged, and that date literally wouldn't have happened if I didn't have options. In one scenario, I would have stayed home annoyed thinking, girls are so flaky, this is disrespectful, dating sucks, which is actually where a lot of you guys are right now. In the other scenario, what actually happened, I'm out there having a great night with someone I'm genuinely excited about. Same situation, complete two different outcomes. And this is why having options matter. Options don't just give you much better dates, they completely change how you experience dating. When you don't have options, every flake feels personal, every cancellation feels disrespectful. When you do have options, however, you don't become jaded when you get flaked on. Honestly, I didn't even care that the American girl didn't reply. Not because it was okay, it was still quite disrespectful, but because I wasn't emotionally dependent on that one outcome. And that is the key. A lot of guys think that having options is unethical. They think that it means manipulating women or leading women on. But that's not what it is. This is just how the dating market works, especially in the early stages. It doesn't mean you can't commit or you can't choose one woman later on, but early on, overcommitting emotionally to someone that you barely know is a massive mistake. Options, however, allow you to stay relaxed, to be present. They allow you to actually enjoy dates without having this pressure. And ironically, that's also what makes you more attractive because you're not trying to force anything, you're not chasing, you're not reacting emotionally to every little detail. And if you're looking for a relationship long term, it actually helps you there too because instead of settling out of scarcity, you get to choose who you settle with. But here's the part most guys don't want to hear. You're not going to get real options if all you do is swipe on dating apps. Every single date I talked about, including both of these dates, came from approaching women in real life. They didn't come from apps or from hoping algorithm is going to be nice to me this week. It came from me being able to walk up to a woman in my city, start a conversation, flirt with her properly, and being able to capture her attention in the first few seconds. That is a skill. And once you have that skill, something powerful happens. You can generate options on demand. You don't need to rely on looks, money, status, or luck. You rely on your social ability, your presence, and your charisma. Things you can actually build. And that's exactly what I teach guys to do in my one-on-one mentorship. I work with men all over the world. We're on the phone together while they're out in their cities talking to women in real life situations. I teach them the skill set I've been developing for the last 12 years. How to flirt naturally, how to create attraction without scripts, and how to turn these interactions into dates. And the result isn't just more options. It's that dating becomes fun again. So if you want to learn this skill set in a structured way with one-on-one guidance and the support of other guys doing the same thing around the entire world, you can check out the first link in the description and book a call.